Morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this on Friday. It's another wonderful edition of Relative Truth with your hosts, moi and Tom.
Moi. Moi.
Moi. Moi.
Moi.
How's it going today?
It's going, it's going,
It's
it's
going.
going.
Yeah, it's going. It's the
So,
way I
um,
feel. It's going. Bad day.
so this coming Sunday, I
Sunday.
have, I have like my first official race of the season.
Good
Um,
luck on that.
my training's been kind of crap this year, and I kept saying, "Well, I've got time," and the time keeps slipping away. So finally, I'm like, "Screw it! I got to sign up for a race so that I give myself motivation to train correctly." Right.
Right.
Um, this was like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks ago that I made this declaration to myself. So of course I went and just signed up for a half marathon. So that's this Sunday.
Half marathon. You just went
Yeah.
right for the half marathon instead of like a
Yeah.
5K or something.
Yeah. Cause
Nice.
screw that stuff. It's for sissies. So everything's
All
going
right.
great. I'm
What
feeling pretty
hospital they
good
take you
about my
to?
training.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. I'll be downtown. So I'll probably ask them to take me to a
Clinic.
clinic down
Alright, I'll
there.
see you down there.
So last Friday I'm at work and, long story short, I'm walking through a field going to a box that has like a steel box mounted in the ground that has some of my equipment in it. And I'm looking down at the uneven terrain and this thought pops into my head, you're going to roll your ankle. And 5 steps later, man, boom, rolled my ankle in front.
But you cursed yourself, dude. You should wow, as soon as you think it, you know better than that, dude. What
So,
the hell?
I don't know if I talked about it on here before, but like I hurt my ankle a long time ago. I mean, like when I was like 8 years old, playing soccer, I hurt my ankle real bad. And I've had problems with it ever since then. Um, where I'll just be walking straight, not doing anything other than walking, and
And
my
it'll
ankle
go
will just
out.
roll over on me. So, um, and the more I exercise, the more active I am, the more that kind of counteracts that. But like I said, my training's been garbage, so I'm just really getting back into it probably the last month or so. So, so yeah, man. So I've been nursing that the last several days in hopes that I will be able to run the race this weekend.
Well, good luck on that. And what if it doesn't feel 100% by Sunday?
I mean, I'm going either way. I'll finish the race either way.
That's what I figured. You're
Um,
stupid. I mean, you're at the age now where you can't do stupid things like that anymore.
well, sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
but so
Well,
this is the
whatever.
first half marathon that I will do where I'm not having to stay with someone else. So I was really kind of excited to get out there and do what I can do the best or the worst or whatever and not have to worry about anyone else. So this kind of sucks.
Well, good luck on that.
Yeah, so I guess there's a military base out by Toledo, like just past Toledo.
Yeah.
Um, I I don't remember signing up for the newsletters for this or for the notifications for this, but I got an email today that the registration closes Friday, but there's a 5K on the base.
Neat.
Um,
Okay. That'd be
yeah,
pretty
so
cool.
I'm thinking I'm going to sign up for that. It's only $40. Um, but the registration closes on Friday because they have to run background checks on everybody beforehand because normally like they just do price
Oh, yeah.
increases and you could sign up to the day of, right? And they don't care. But this one, there's like a hard nope. We need time to run background checks on everybody that's running the race.
Yeah, because yeah, they gotta make sure they're not having terrorists come on base.
Right, right.
Yep. Wow.
Which
Alright.
Toledo's pretty close to Michigan, so you never know.
What are you saying?
No, nothing. I didn't
Okay.
say anything.
I just thought maybe you were, mentioning things, because of, Dearborn, Michigan.
No, because Michigan is
Whatever.
close to Canada, which is
Canada's a
close
deep doo-doo.
to yeah, I got nothing, dude. I got nothing. I
No,
was saying
Canada's
that.
fucked.
I was
You know,
saying exactly what you said.
all you gotta do is say Canada, and people are like, "Oh, geez, Canada's screwed." This is so.
Yeah.
Look, I d- I have all kinds of stories, weird story, but uh, I think I'm trying to find out. I read the story, but now all I can do is bring up the video, and I really can't listen to the video while we're doing this. But
Yeah, you can't.
I think
That's
this is
rude.
in Tennessee. Uh, Ascension St. Thomas Hospital had a little problem.
Okay.
Four of their patients that came in for like routine knee replacement, routine hip surgery, just routine outpatient stuff, they all wound up paralyzed from the neck down, chest down, because
Okay.
there
How
was a
does that
mix up.
happen?
There was a mix up in the anesthesia.
With 4
It gave out.
patients?
Yep. They were giving out the wrong medicine to put in. I guess they were giving out potassium instead of something else, and it paralyzed these people going for a routine surgery that they're supposed to be home that night recouping, and they're all paralyzed from the chest down.
Like, permanently paralyzed?
Permanently paralyzed.
Holy crap, dude.
I
That's
don't think that
insane.
hospital is gonna be able to stay in business after this one. Whoo!
I yeah.
I mean, and the hospital came out and admitted the mistake.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think you could
Well,
I don't think you could
usually it's
sweep
like
that one under the
us
rug, man.
usually it's like no comment till, whatever, till we figure out how we're gonna pay all these lawsuits or
Yeah,
whatever,
but
but
it's usually, like, 1 patient that it happens to, right? You got
mhm.
4 patients, like, come on. Yeah, you're guilty, dude. Sorry.
God, that's I tell you, I not having surgery again. Nope, no way. Nope, 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 nope.
Uh,
Excuse me, had to sneeze. I'm not doing it, not doing it, I don't care. That's could you imagine that? I'm just going in to get, simple little thing. I'll be out in a couple hours. We'll be all
right,
good. We'll go home for dinner.
right.
Oops. I'm an invalid.
I got, like I got some scar tissue in my elbow I need to get removed or something.
No,
Oops,
no.
never
Yeah.
walking again.
Yep. Never walking again. Never using my arms. Nothing. I don't know. Whew.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, they're gonna be. I guess. Yeah, man. They're gonna be. Man, their insurance company's gonna drop them. That's gonna be an expensive. I feel bad for those people, man. I feel. Oh my god, I feel bad. So
So, speaking of Tennessee
Tennessee,
and, Tennessee and flock cameras,
Tennessee. Oh, dude, that's another one of my stories. Yeah,
Sullivan County,
yeah.
Commissioner Joe Carr,
Mhm.
they were having a commission meeting, and there was a representative from, Flock there. Do you wanna know what, Commissioner Carr said to the Flock representative?
Yeah, he said he should be hung. What did he say? Hung for
He said,
treason?
"I believe that Flock right now is one of the most hated companies in America. They are one of the most corrupt companies in America, and quite frankly, sir, I don't think we can make America great again without hanging your CEO publicly for treason."
Yeah. And the city the city whatever commissioner is like, okay, we don't need to talk violence, blah
The
blah blah.
yeah, the chairman says, "We're not going to threaten
Yeah.
violence to anybody."
Not threatening. He was just saying he should be. He's not saying he's gonna
He
do
was
it.
giving he was giving an opinion. What's wrong
Mhm.
with that?
Which I agree with 100%. I think it's coming out more and more with these flat cameras. How just it is just shredding the Constitution, the Fourth Amendment, that warrantless searches, just everything. Everything the flock cameras are doing are unconstitutional and it's getting out of hand. So I didn't, do a search on on mistaken identity, flock mistaken identity.
I talked about one last week, I think.
Yeah,
The
but I
lady
mean, they're
that,
popping up.
yeah,
But here's what's
the
going
lady whose car was supposedly linked to a murder, and she got pulled over
right, and she
twice.
got pulled over twice. Okay, do you know it took her 7 months to get everything cleared up? 7 months to get her car back, to get everything cleared up. So, these mistaken identities by these fucking cameras are ruining people's lives. There was another lady, they went to her door, and she's like, the cop was a prick. He's like, this is video data. It's hard. It's 100% accurate. You're guilty. Blah blah blah. We're gonna give you the summons. She's like, I've never been there. I don't even. Why would I be there? It was just like some ungodly hour in the morning. It was like an hour away or something. And she's like, I no, I don't drive his truck like that and all this stuff, right? And the cop was like, I don't care. You're guilty. This is you. This is it. It took that lady 6 months to get her name cleared. I mean, so you look up mistaken identity, flock mistaken identity, be there for days reading all these stories, man. It's not accurate. They're
So,
oh
all,
god,
all of our
but
listeners out there, before we go ranting on this more, because I'm sure we both have more to say on it,
I hate
there's a
it.
website I want everyone to memorize real quick. It should be easy. It is haveibeenflocked.com, and you can throw your license
Dude,
plate
I
number
tried to
in
get
there.
on that on my phone, wouldn't let me on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on it right now, my PC.
I mean, on my I'm gonna try it on the computer, but when I tried to get on my phone on 3 different browsers, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me get on.
I mean, I'm on it right now. Hold on. I got a picture of my
Let me see. I'm
license
gonna
plate.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try on my computer here. Have I been flocked? Have I been flocked.com? Works on the computer, will not work on my phone. I know I've
Okay,
been flocked because we have them.
I apparently have not been flocked.
Really? How the hell
Well,
have you
okay,
gotten
so
away with it?
no search is found. This does not mean your license plate has never been searched. Um, this website only displays searches from audit logs we've obtained through public records request. Our data set is incomplete because while our most recent data is from 7/31/2026, there may be significant historical gaps. Most agencies don't proactively publish their audit logs. Record requests can take months or years to fulfill. Some agencies heavily redact their logs. We may not have requested logs from your local agencies yet. And since December 2025, Flock no longer provides full logs to agencies.
You know,
So it says if you want to know if local agency have searched for your plate, you have to file an FOIA public records request with police departments and sheriff's offices in your area asking for flock audit logs. So that would mean
really.
so I regularly go out to hang out with my friends out in Port Clinton. So I'd have to do one in every city and county in between North Ridgeville and Port Clinton. Plus,
It would
I work at the airport, so I would have to do one between my house and the airport. Then, like, I play in a pool league that takes me different places, like Strongsville and Cleveland and Middleburg, right? So I'd have to do all of those.
I know the
You're
public
talking
can use
conservative
I
estimate. If I wanted to do this, I would probably and this is like a brand new car. I've only had this car for 4 months now, 5 months, I think. I would have to put in like 30 records requests.
or find
That's
out how to get
fucking
into their
ridiculous.
figure out how to get into their database, I guess, which what people are figuring out how to do. And it is ridiculous. It shouldn't dude, I don't know. Let's see if I've been flocked.
You've been
Whoops.
flocked.
Do, 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 do. No searches found. How about that? I'm pretty surprised by that because, well,
Tom
just
Hamilton
because.
approves.
Tom Hamilton approval. Yeah, I don't know. But still, just because we haven't been searched doesn't mean our information hasn't
But
been,
yeah, I mean, dude, there's all these
you know,
disclaimers in here. So it's not even saying that you haven't been. It's just saying according to what they have, you haven't been.
right.
But there's, I I mean, the most basic of these is the fact that Flock is no longer providing the full logs. So you could absolutely have been Flock.
Well, this whole thing, it's just, it was sold, and it's just the CEO who should be hung for treason. It was sold to these cities as strictly a license plate reader. Okay. So now we've gone from license plate reader to they're going to check your entire car for bumper stickers or dents or anything that's going on with the car, any unique qualities of the car. Oh, and we're going to scan your face as you drive by, and we're going to do a deep dive search on you, your family, your kids, everything else as you drive by. Oh, and we have your cell phone number, we have, so in a short amount of time, it went from that to freaking knowing everything about you and your family and your car and misidentifying you in the meantime and ruining your life. There you go. Surveillance state. It's just it the Fourth Amendment's just being shredded. I wish I would have saved the video. I watched a guy and he was talking about it, and he's like they are just absolutely destroying the Fourth Amendment. And he's like,
That's you
why are
sent
people
me that
putting
one,
up with
didn't
this
you?
shit? Yeah. Did I send it
Yeah,
to
that's
you?
I think that's one of the ones you sent me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's accurate, and it's I just don't know how it's not pissing more people off. People are like, "Well, if you've done nothing wrong, well, tell that to the lady that got pulled over with guns drawn on her and her family on the highway twice,
Right.
or the lady where the
Yeah.
cop shows up. Oh, surveillance state.
See,
Hmm.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
noticing?
Mm, hold on, I got to get my pen and
I've
write this down
said
before I forget. Yeah.
I've said that I have like social media friends on both sides of the aisle. I have very liberal friends. I have very conservative friends, and everything in
Right.
between. This this is like the only issue probably since the invention of social media that everyone is agreeing on.
Yeah. Because it's a surveillance state, dude. Nobody wants to be surveilled. Nobody wants 100% of their info available to anybody. And then come to find out today that the IDF has helped training our police forces. Did you know that? Yeah, yeah. I guess they're working with Chicago now. Why the
Perfect
hell do we
place
have
to
a foreign
start.
country? Why the hell do we have a foreign country help train our boots on the ground here? Right?
I don't
But
know, man.
speak of surveillance state, this guy, this guy is on Instagram. He's got a lot of followers, right? This guy DMs him. This guy followed him and DM'd him. They spoke like twice. That's it. Just casually. I see you have a lot of guns. Hey, we should go out and shoot and have a beer sometime. That was it. Secret Service shows up. Secret Service shows up to his house. That that's not the bad part. The bad part is they read his DMs. So this guy Instagram or DM'd over Instagram this follower twice, casual conversation, talked about guns. They had concerns. I guess they had concerns with this guy that was his follower, but they show up at his house to question him on how well he knows this guy. He's like, "What the fuck, dude? How do you guys know what we're talking about?" They read his DMs. They read his two DMs to this guy. So they're mhm. I you know we all know who owns Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook and everything, but,
That I mean,
they
like,
have
I don't disagree with the police being able to subpoena those records, right? But they need to have a reason. There needs to be like a real, legitimate, verifiable reason for it. And it can't just
not
be
with
a
the Patriot
blanket
Act,
thing.
dude. With the Patriot Act, they coulda just had concerns over that one guy because he kept talking about guns, and they can get into his freaking, you know it's ridiculous. The Patriot Act stripped our rights, a lot of our privacy rights away, and I think that was the purpose of 9/11. So, whatever.
So, hey, let's talk about something more cheerful.
Well, where you go?
Portland, nice place, right?
Or
Portland, Oregon.
it was a beautiful place, yes.
So,
So was Chicago.
an Asian immigrant, legal immigrant, you know,
No way.
legal immigrant,
No.
bought a house in Portland. He was preparing it to rehab it. He wanted to rehab it. It doesn't say whether he wanted to rehab it to flip it or to live in it himself or whatever.
Whatever, it's
Um,
his prerogative, yeah.
whatever, whatever he wants to do with it, right?
Yeah, right.
So when he was finally ready to begin the work, he showed up at the house to find round about 50,000 tires and 15 squatters on his property.
What?
1.2 acres, 75% filled up with up to 10-foot high stacks of tires
Where the hell are
and
they getting all these
15
tires?
squatters. Who knows?
I mean, are they just stealing tires to stack up on land or what? I mean,
Don't know, man. Don't know.
so so
But the city, no, he's not getting any. He's estimating that it's good that like roughly $100,000 worth of damage was done, and that's like getting rid of the tires plus repairing the damage that was done, and then on top of that, he needs to do the renovations that he wanted to do.
well, he just
But he's
lost his
already
ass on
he's
that
already
house.
an extra 100 grand in the hole. Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy, man.
Squatters, man.
And
Squatter rights. Don't leave your
and
house,
you got no recourse either.
especially especially in Portland.
We can sue the broke ass immigrants. The only thing you might get out of them is more tires.
I mean,
Jeez,
I
dude.
like listen. If this dude's smart, he could probably make some money from the tire.
Maybe. He could sell used tires, 25 bucks a pop. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking there's places that recycle tires, right?
Not really, no. No. I mean, there's places that recycle tires, but they're usually truck tires, so not for cars,
Yeah, I mean,
so
some of these tires look pretty big, but it could just be because he's Asian. He's small.
true that. Maybe they're taking them off their semis that they have CDLs for that they didn't study or train for. I mean, allegedly.
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 Yeah. So you saw that California's still not done counting votes, right? They're only 95% done from a
I
month
saw
ago.
I saw I saw a
From
post
a
on it
m
today. They're
from a
saying
month ago.
it took over a month to count 95% of the votes, and Florida got it done in an hour and a half.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. Listen,
So so
you cannot if you are a politician in Florida, you cannot sit there and say with a straight face, "Yeah, it's taken us a month and a half to count these votes. Sorry, guys, it's all totally legit."
yeah, it's all legit. There's no fraud
There's
or,
you
election interference
can't.
going on here. So, I guess last night they had an election, Randy Fine. You know Randy Fine, right? He's the one that says that, you know, USA comes second in his life to our favorite ally. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, he was losing, and the people, bunch of people were watching the election results live, watching the votes change to Randy Fine miraculously giving him the win in real time. They were watching like this guy stop getting votes, and Randy Fine started piling the votes on. And I mean, they said it was a
That's
clear
typically
case
how it
of
happens,
election
right?
fraud. Huh?
That's typically how it happens, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you have a lot of APAC money. It's just, dude, that's what I mean. I've got no faith in anything anymore. I mean, nothing. I just, I don't know. It's crazy. And then you've got Oregon Governor Tina Kotek. You know about her? She's a
No.
she's a wonderful looking lady. She looks exactly like you would think she would look, right? This is her. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
she's a
yeah.
liberal. All right.
She's she's
Or
she's yeah.
Oregon Governor Tina Kotek signed a bill removing reading, writing, and math requirements for high school graduation to help students of color. So let me ask you this. First off, so reading that first question is, how is it helping a student of color to keep them illiterate? I mean, how is that helping them? All you're doing is handicapping them. I don't care if
I
they're students of color, students of not color, clear students, green students.
Any
You're not
students.
helping any students by not having them have to be literate like that.
No.
What
No.
a stupid piece of crap.
You know what I have been noticing lately? So I'm 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 at an age where a lot of my friends are having they have kids that are like sophomores, juniors, seniors in high school, getting ready for
Yeah.
that go out into the world college phase, whatever. I'm noticing a lot more of these junior and senior kids are going to places like Polaris to get a trade, which I think's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's
We talked
the best
we talked
decision
about
those
this
kids will
last
ever
week.
make.
Yep. It absolutely is.
And I think it's
Absolutely
great
is.
that their parents are supporting them in it. I think it's great that parents are finally waking up to the fact that not every kid needs to go to college. Not every kid should go to college.
No, no, not every, no. Mm-mm.
Face,
Unless you're gonna be some kind of a doctor or a lawyer, you really
doctor,
don't need to go
lawyer,
to
engineer,
college.
even
Yeah, you really
engineers.
don't.
Like I think you're better off getting some sort of an internship that'll school you on the job.
Yeah. I mean, there's really no use to go to college unless you're gonna be one of those 3. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Speaking of stupid school districts, Nashville teachers say district is penalizing them for not fabricating grades.
yeah. I
Yep. Teachers are being pressured into giving kids passing grades because it makes the schools look better, which is a win for the administrators who want more federal tax dollars, and it makes the parents.
uh,
We got we got a Florida teacher that was fired for giving students zeros who didn't turn in their assignments.
I
Yeah.
don't
She
I
was basically told that no matter what the kids did or didn't turn in, she was to give them all 50%, which I don't know if you've seen the stories lately about how the grading standards have changed, but when I was a kid, 90, 91, it was 90 or 91 to 100 was an A,
right.
and then like 80 to 89 was a B, and so on and so forth, right?
Right. It was right.
But now they're changing that so that like an A goes down to an 85 or something like that. So like you have to basically one of the ones I saw, you basically had to get like under 30% in order to actually fail. Think about that. Like, of the information you're being taught, you have to retain 30% of it to pass.
Whatever. I don't even know what to say anymore. Hey, you wanna feel old? I just
I
saw
mean,
this.
I do every day, man.
You know, Axl Rose is 64 years old. Jeez.
Come on, man.
I swear to
Come
God. 60. Oh. Wow. Alright.
I was upset a
Whatever.
couple weeks ago when Lou died and he was 59. I'm like, 59? There's no way. I
Yeah.
started listening
I
to
don't know.
those dudes when I was like 13 years old.
The, one of the founding members from EMF just died.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, they're
For you
dropping
kids
like
that don't
flies, man.
know, yeah, none of you will. EMF
No.
was a very short-lived popular group.
What? I call them industrial pop,
Yeah,
kind
they
of.
were like because I think of industrial, I think more like the Nine Inch Nails, Ministry, Skinny
Yeah.
Puppy
So what
era. I think EMF was kind of like a precursor to that. Like they were playing
industrial
with that
dance music.
electronic stuff,
Yeah.
but it was before we like mixed the industrial electronic stuff with heavy metal, maybe.
Yeah. But it's just it's dude, it's I don't know. I don't know, it's crazy. Hayden Panettiere died.
And yeah, save the cheerleader, save the world. We're all screwed now.
Yeah, I think she was taken out. They actually I just found out today that her on again, off again boyfriend and his brother, cops raided a house associated to with them. I think she was taken out. I mean,
Yeah,
come on, she just
some
she just came out with a book, you know,
naming names.
exposing Hollywood and naming
Yeah,
names, and then she's gone. Okay, all
yeah.
right, okay. Tell me you didn't take her out without telling me. But I don't know, man. It's just childhood's dying.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't understand
So
it when I was growing up, and these like famous people whose a lot of their names I knew, but I wasn't really attached to them, if that makes sense. And they would die,
yeah,
and my parents would get
yeah.
upset, and I'm like, yeah, what's the big deal? But now I kind of get it, man. Like
Well, yeah. It's like
all these people that I grew up with, you know?
right, right. I don't know if you can
Yeah.
hear this. I hope you're gonna be able to hear this. Hold on. Let me. I gotta wait till it plays again.
Here's technology time with it.
Well, it's Instagram, and it's one of those videos you can't slide back to the beginning. You gotta wait till it plays again. Here it is.
Electric now. A switch. You say Naquin
You say
flying above the
Naquin.
bases on a drive off the top and ricochet back toward the infield. And Coach Mike Sarbaugh never slowed him down.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that inside the
Yeah,
park home run?
I do.
10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Forget it. Yeah, dude, we're getting old. We're getting old.
Yeah, ten years ago. That holy crap, man. I don't know.
Hey, so you remember that time when there was like a basically like a cold or flu going around for a couple years and we were all told we had to take this shot and We had to wear
Yeah.
masks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
I'm
that
not
all turned
saying
out to
this
be
has
false.
anything to do with that. Wouldn't
Eh,
do that.
eh.
But earlier this week, I apologize. This was actually 2 weeks ago. An up and coming pro golfer from Thailand, Jessica Bang, 18 years old,
Dead. Dead.
super healthy girl,
Yeah.
had a brain hemorrhage, went into the hospital, got put on life support, had some surgeries, but she died. 18 years old, professional athlete who just died for some reason, had a brain hemorrhage and died.
Well, if you look into it, Hayden Panettiere's brother, 28 years old, a couple years ago, 2, 3 years ago, maybe. 28 years old, perfectly healthy dude, just drops dead of a heart attack. Just
I think I remember that.
drops dead with heart problems.
Yeah.
Never before had heart problems. Just gone. Hmm. Yeah. It's
Hmm.
interesting, isn't it?
It's weird. It's one of those things that makes you go,
Hmm.
hmm.
Yeah. It's one of those things that makes you go, glad I didn't take the fucking jab. Yeah.
More and more, man. And like I've said before, like it scares me because I do know people. Like I have people in my life that are very dear to me that did
Yeah.
take a jab. And
Yeah.
luckily, I don't think I know anyone that took more than one.
Right.
I know some
Right.
that took more than one, but most of them they
I
took one and then they're like, all right, no,
Yeah.
we're done.
Look, it from what's coming out now from the leaked Fauci stuff and everything else is this is going to cause a lot of heart issues and turbo cancers and stuff now, starting like now. And I mean, you remember a few years ago, they had a rash of all these like soccer players and stuff and just dropping on the field
Young
over
athletes
overseas. Yeah,
that were
just
just
dying
dropping like flies.
like flies, man, at a pace they'd never seen before. And and 85, I guess 85% of the miscarriages were being caused by the jab, and Fauci and them knew about it. They were told about it and still went on TV and said it was safe, even though they knew it caused miscarriages. It's unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
So
Yeah.
there's a new health trend that I'm
Okay.
sure won't lead to any adverse effects ever. People
It's not
are
eating
apparently
lettuce, is it?
no, people are apparently
Okay.
injecting fat from dead bodies. It's called zombie filler. Well, that's what the internet's calling it. I like it.
I
Yeah, so it used to be like if you listed yourself as an organ donor, you would, you know, if you died and you were otherwise healthy and there were organs left in you, they could take those organs out to help sick people, dying people, whatever. Um, but now, yeah, if you're, a little chunky, they could take some of your fat out, give it to people that want, puffier lips or bigger butt, you know. But this has to do with like the GLP-1s and stuff. A lot of these people that want these surgery, so normally when they do this type of procedure, they take fat from the person getting the procedure. So you, Vince, you go in and you're like, my lips are kind of flat. I want to puff them up a little bit. They're like, okay, drop your pants and we'll take some fat out of your butt or your thighs or whatever, and they'll
Yeah.
inject it into your lips. Well, because of like the drugs people are doing to lose all the fat, they don't have the fat to take to put in their lips. So now we're taking the fat from dead people.
I don't even know what to say. I mean,
It
I
says
honestly got the
it's It's not discarded like liposuction fat or anything like that. It's actually from cadavers.
I okay. At the sure. Why not, right? Why not? I don't even we went through all the I think I talked about enough about organ donation. How you're not dead. Can't be dead if you donate your organs, but whatever. Now they're just sucking the fat out of you while you're laying there on the table. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Get those on my shirt. It
if you're dead, you don't need it, right?
I whatever. I it it doesn't surprise me. Which is sad because 30 years ago, if you would have told me, hey, people are taking the fat out of dead people and shooting it into their face, I'd have been like, that's fucking
Been like,
disgusting.
what
What
ridiculous
the
horror movie
fuck?
did you watch?
Right.
You
Now
know?
it's just like, okay,
Now it's
whatever.
just like, oh, okay, that's a thing.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah,
What else? I mean, what
it's a
else I mean, I
it's a grim week this week, man. A lot of dark topics.
I'm having a bad few days, man. Really bad.
Yeah,
Just sore, hurts bad. I'm doing that freaking wallpaper. I didn't die, but I told you I would have to feel better to die. Yeah, I think I did some permanent damage to my body. My left leg's
T-
still not good. I don't know what's wrong with it.
TV
It's
looks great
weird.
though.
It does. The whole
Did a
wall
great
looks
job,
nice.
man. Did a great
Yeah,
job.
the whole wall looks nice. I'm paying for it.
Is that the
Phew.
wall you're wallpapering? The one with the TV?
Yeah, yeah. That 23-foot wall. Yeah.
I didn't I didn't notice from the picture. Did you wallpaper before you put the TV up?
Well, no, me and Tina and I took the TV down and I cut around the mount and then we put the TV back up. So it's all,
Is
it's
there a
all good.
particular reason you didn't just do the wallpaper before you hung the TV?
The TV's been hung there for 3 years, dude, for 2 years, 3 years.
Well, why'd
So
you
we
just send me a
decide,
picture of it? Oh, you used the same mount that was there?
yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. It's just,
All right.
I was just showing you the wall. I said, I got it done. I didn't die because you said, you go open you're going to die. He didn't say this on the podcast. I did. I have a wall. I have a wall and my TV's on. It's like 23 feet long
As most people
and
have walls.
well,
Thanks for
23
pointing that
foot.
out.
Okay. Ass face. Could you let me finish? So now it's, I can't say it's easier, but now wallpaper on the wall, you don't have to use glue. It's just a peel and stick shit you use now, which is much more difficult because you can't slide the paper and match things up with the glue,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to do, but so I told Tom last week after the shows, I was like, yeah, I'm going to wallpaper the wall. And he's like, yeah. And he
Nice
says, you
knowing
do
you.
that. Yeah, he says, you do that, you're gonna die. And I think he was right. I actually think he was right. I physically didn't die, but I would have to feel better to die. Because my eyelashes hurt. How bad it was.
Uh,
So,
that's fun.
but it's
That's
done. It's
fun.
done. So I will. I'm sitting here in my new chair with the footrest up. I'm like kicking back here because my back is messed up and everything. But I probably will be relaxing for the next few days and not doing much because
That's fair. You earned it.
it
You earned a break.
it's annoying. I've reached my limitations, dude. I can't do ladders. Can't do ladders anymore. That was it. That's that was that was telling me big, you better knock this shit off or you're gonna be you're gonna be in serious trouble. So
Ladders never used to bother me. Uh, and I like even our old house, like it was the first multi-story establishment my wife and I owned. It's 2-story house. And so of course she wants Christmas lights, you know, on both stories. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Well, then I realize I have to get up on a 30-foot ladder to do it.
mhm.
Well, and then I realize 30-foot ladder weighs a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was not fun, man. So that's why, like, hey, listen, you can shame me all you want for spending money I shouldn't have, but I paid a lot of money to have permanent holiday lighting installed so that I never have to do that shit again.
You know what? I'm at the point now where I'm just paying people just to do everything now. Like, I don't cut my grass. I don't have a huge yard, but I pay someone to cut the grass, pay someone to clean the house. I'm gonna pay someone to come and weed the yard. We're done with that shit. I can't do it anymore. It's not worth it's not worth the price you pay for doing it. So it sucks getting old. I just saw a shirt. I posted it in our family chat, but I need this shirt and it says, give me a minute. Let me get in there. The shirt says, "I can't wait till I get older" was the dumbest shit I ever said.
That's true, dude.
Right?
I have like begged and pled with my kids, just enjoy your youth. Like, seriously, enjoy your youth. You're going to be so sad when it's over. You really are. Like, you don't
Well,
believe me now, but
you
you
know,
are.
kids only have look, by the time they realize what's going on and start enjoying life or whatever, what, 5, 6 years old? 4, 5, 6? Let's say early developers, 4 years old, you know? So, that only leaves them 14 years that they can enjoy their life. Because once they hit 18, they're screwed. They're an adult and they gotta start taking care of themselves or whatever. So, they've got 14 years just to enjoy, and that shit goes by quick, man. You think back then, it's like, "Oh my god, summer's never coming and it's so no, no, it's short, trust me.
Yep.
Trust me, it's short. So,
And it
yeah.
does. Obviously, time is a constant, so it doesn't actually move faster. But when you get older, it feels like it does.
I don't know. If you talk to people, you know, the Hadron Collider kinda sped up time there for a while,
Yeah.
and,
No.
they
Yeah.
shut
No.
it down and we're back to normal. I mean, they
Yeah. No.
shut the Large Hadron Collider down and Mandela effects started reversing themselves. I mean, Fruit of the Loom has a cornucopia back. Come on, that was a big one. That was a big one. Because I remember that they did have a cornucopia, because that's where I learned the word cornucopia. So, yeah. I don't know. Funnier things have happened.
Hey, so you know how like when we were kids and when our kids were kids and you take them to the park and they would inevitably end up running around without their shoes on?
Sure.
So in Brewer, Maine, a 3-year-old is being treated for injuries after being poked by a discarded hypodermic needle on the Brewer River Walk.
Eh, well, when I was a kid running around barefoot, there really wasn't too much of a danger of being poked by a hypodermic needle.
No,
Um,
no,
you know,
that's kind of a newer
nowadays,
fear.
I probably would never let my kid run around in a public place barefoot.
No, you can't because there's all these programs to, give druggies needles
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
because that'll help them because their biggest problem is they don't have needles.
Yep. Yeah, that's the biggest
So
problem.
so
Yeah.
we should give them needles.
Yeah. So what happened
And
to the kid?
like it's just that's pretty much the last update. The kid's being treated. Don't know if the kid contracted anything. Hopefully not. But you never
Yeah.
know.
Well,
I actually read somewhere, I wanted to bring it up and I forgot to send myself the story, but there's been a resurgence in HIV and AIDS in several places
you
in the
know,
country.
whatever.
So,
I wonder why.
So this
well,
Christian guy
we're not
just
buying into
makes no
COVID
sense.
anymore. And then
How is it that this information is just getting out?
Yeah, we're not buying it.
Like all of a
we're
sudden,
not
all the
buying into
roof goes away.
COVID. The other one that they tried to scare us with, the cruise ship one, we didn't do that. So,
Listen, everyone in that country,
bring back an oldie.
fresh air.
Let's bring back AIDS. That terrified everyone for a couple decades.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You remember I was telling you about I can't remember the city. See whatever it was, Spain that was overrun by refugees.
Yeah.
Have you seen it lately?
No, I haven't.
There's an uptick in oh my god. What
What are you doing over there, dude?
I'm trying to find the freaking story. Hold on.
You're as bad as my wife in bed.
Shut up.
Laying in
What
bed, half asleep, and all of a sudden, like, what the shit?
what are the diseases that are arising in Spain due to the refugees? So they're getting scabies,
Oof.
impetigo, gastroenteritis, um, just all kinds of stuff, tuberculosis. They are all over the beach that they came in on in huts and they said the smell is enough to kill you because there's this human feces everywhere. They're just, crapping on the sand. And so, everybody's getting scabies and crap. And these people in Spain are just afraid to come out of their house. They won't even leave their house because these people are insane. They're just taking over. And that beach that was beautiful. I mean, go take a look at it now. It looks like shit. That's what I was trying to look up. I know I had the story. See, I know I saved this shit somewhere, but I can never remember if I save it on Instagram or on Facebook or
Yeah, well, I mean,
but
technology
that
be hard.
that bit yeah, you know what? Big talker from across the microphone. Um
I would say it to your face. Come on.
so but go take a look at that beach now, man.
If I
It's
think
wrecked. It's just gone.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Where do you find most of these stories? You find them when you're on your phone, just doom scrolling stuff?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
copy the link and email it to yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I could do that. But
Or
I
just
figured,
open a notepad on your phone and copy the link into there. So you got it all in one
I'll
place.
I figure, I'll be able to remember that.
Yeah,
And
you won't.
my
You
memory
won't
about
because
sucks right now.
the first several weeks we sat here like, I had this thing to talk about. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
And then you sitting there trying
Yeah,
to rag
that's
on me.
me.
See my notebook? I wrote it down. Like,
Oh,
shut up.
there it is. There it is. I got it. I did save it.
There you go, man. Good job.
Looks like
Proud of
shit,
you.
dude.
Proud of you, buddy.
Tuberculosis, cholera, measles, infectious diarrhea, and impetigo. Over 10
Sounds
women
like
allegedly blah, and including a 10-year-old. They're taking
the
over.
Oregon Trail. You have
Telling you.
died of dysentery.
And they said it's an indescribable stench.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
that's a thing. That is
And then
certainly a thing.
this gentleman in England, in the UK, got arrested and convicted and thrown in jail for posting a meme which said, "Fun facts about bacon. People who eat bacon have a lower chance of marrying a 9-year-old." Ex-police officer. Just put up a meme. Now he's in jail because, free speech and all is pretty much
Right.
gone in the UK.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Hey, Kamala is trying to make herself relevant again. Do you hear what she said?
No, God, no. Did it make any sense what she said?
It did. It actually made a lot of sense.
No.
Um,
No.
yeah.
All right, what is it?
Sh-
Tell me, I'm
she
ready for this.
said, and I quote,
Uh-oh.
"This president
Well,
is trying to push the SAVE Act, which would require proof of who you are to vote."
and
That was it.
that was it? That's all she said?
She also said obstacles to make it difficult to vote. And then you've got the states, 19 states have already passed laws to make it difficult to vote. And the ones that haven't passed a law are doing it in practice in many places around the country. Why? Because they're scared of you. So like the first sentence made sense.
Yeah, it did a lot.
But then after that,
And
she went to her normal jabbering.
so in New York City, to go buy groceries at the state-sponsored 30% lower grocery store, you have to have a valid ID to buy groceries.
We already talked about this at Olive Garden. To get their endless soup and salad,
You need
you
a
have to provide ID. Which is more important,
to go buy
voting or Olive Garden?
to go buy Sudafed at the drugstore.
You
need
have
an
to show
ID.
ID to prove that you're not going to every drugstore and buying it and making meth in your bathtub.
I just got a fishing license. Guess what I had to do?
I bet you had to show some form of ID.
I sure as fuck did.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
How will you
Yeah.
ever cope? Good thing you're a man. Good thing you're not a woman, because we know women and, minorities can't figure
Well,
it
they're
out.
too stupid. They don't fish. I don't see any women or minorities fishing because they're too stupid to get an ID.
Right. Not unless
Yeah.
their husbands and or white friends show them how to do it.
Correct. That is true. They need help.
Yeah.
They need someone to
They do.
hold their hand and take them down and get their ID for them.
But it's a good thing we have Kamala here to let you know that if we pass the SAVE Act, it would require proof of you, who you are, to vote.
All that means to the Democrats is if they pass the SAVE Act, we're never going to win an election again because we can't just stack the votes.
Well, you mean they wouldn't be able to take a month and a half to count the votes, and you wouldn't be able to watch one person all of a sudden not getting any votes and another person going?
It's funny because when they stop the election, like when they count the votes, like for a month, and when they get these dumps at the middle of the night, it's always 100% one-sided. And guess what side it's always for? Always. It's never for the candidate on the right, ever. There's never been a dump of 100,000 votes for the Republican candidate. Always the lefty. And it's 100% of the votes. It's amazing. That is amazing odds. That I wish the lottery had odds like that. 100% odds.
Yeah.
because I would play it every day.
Listen, I've said before I'm not registered as a Republican or a Democrat, but I will also say that I vote almost 100% Republican because and I researched this. I research who I vote for before I vote for them. I cannot find a Democrat that I would vote for. But having said that, if a Democrat wins as long as it's fair.
As long as it's
Like
fair, correct. There's
like
the
I don't
operative
want them
word right
to,
there.
but if it's fair,
As long as it's fair.
then it is what it is. Obviously, more people wanted that person to win than the person I voted for. Fine.
Look, I don't even
But
care if I
the thing is that they're showing us now that that's just not the case. It's not happening.
no, no. And I don't care if I like the Democratic candidate. I will never vote for him because I'm gonna stick by this and nobody can convince me otherwise. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat or be a Democrat. It's impossible. There's no way. And if you say you're a Christian, a devout Christian, and you vote Democrat and you are a Democrat, you're a lying, going to hell person
See,
because
and
you're wrong.
this is where you and I disagree. I don't think that
Mm-mm.
just being a Democrat or being a Republican means that you are for or against certain things. I think the overwhelming majority of them go that way. Yes. But that's why
Their
I don't
main
you
issues,
can't just go down a ballot and check a mark by an R or a D. You got to
their
research
main
the person.
issues, no, their main issues are transgenderism, abortion, and immigration. So,
I think on a
so
national scale, but I think when you're
two
looking at like the local level, you got to go deeper than that.
two of those three are freaking murder and mutilation and destroying your kids. And
Like
no,
I
this
said,
this is
I think when you're
I
talking on a national level, yes, that's their main talking points. But when you're talking about smaller local elections, you got to dig deeper than that. You got to look at each candidate on a case by case basis.
I don't think you
That's just
do.
my opinion.
I don't think you do.
So
Look at the mayors of these cities. Look what they're doing. Look at the Congress, the Congress people and the senators. But look at the governors. That's state level. You know, they're look at Tim Walz. Look at like the idiot that is lowering the standards. But a lot of them are for abortion. And who is it that just
sure,
signed?
but I'm
Who's the
just saying
bitch?
you have to look at
Who's
them
the
each.
bitch that just signed the law in
Let's not use the
in their
B
state
word,
that
Vince.
no, that you can have an abortion up to the day of birth?
I saw
That, that wasn't a Republican dude. That wasn't a Republican governor.
yeah,
That was a
a doctor made a comment about that, and he's like, what did he say? He said something in like in my 30 years of being an OBGYN doctor, there has never been a single case of a necessary abortion in the third.
no, and all that's going to be is legalized murder. You know what? Changing my mind. I'm not really in the mood to raise a kid. Go ahead, kill it.
It's
So
messed up.
no, and sorry, but that's what I'm going to call her. If she's going to sign a bill like that, that's what she
Did we
deserves to be. She deserves to be called a lot more than that.
did we talk about
But
that girl that was the surrogate?
yeah, yep,
She had her kid. I don't know what happened after that, but I know she did successfully give birth to the kid, which is great.
good,
Yep.
good.
Anyways, we are at time, and you're being a Debbie Downer. We need to get to our Tuesday episode so we can have some fun. I got some fun stories.
All right, I
Just one episode, man. Just one episode. Just, like,
this
poor Dan. He's got to feel so low. You ragging
I
on him all
know
the time.
it's I got to get a better picture of him. I think, but that's I mean
Yeah,
just
that's fair.
my friendly reminder that there still are major douchebags in the world. So
There are.
yeah,
So, hey,
there,
listen, we
there.
are not major douchebags. We're kind of fun. So you
No,
should like and you should share. You should
subscribe, share,
subscribe. You should
comments,
comment.
email,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Email. all that stuff. ourrelativetruths@gmail.com.
Yeah, I haven't gotten an email yet. I'm kind of sad.
Now,
I'm gonna check.
now
I'm gonna
it's
check right now. Someone send one right now, even though we're not live.
yeah, they aren't going to hear this right
You know,
now.
we should go live every Wednesday night. Just go live.
Yeah, maybe.
Do it live.
Do it
And then
live.
post the show. Do it live.
Maybe we'll do
Be
that.
fun.
We'll talk about it off the air.
No. No emails.
No emails. That's sad.
So
Sad.
I'm
All
very
right.
sad
Well,
about that. But
maybe next week we'll get an email.
I'm trying to get a hold of that dude Thumper. I want to talk to him about the VA and stuff, but
You
yeah,
probably
no.
shouldn't, man. Secret Service will show up at your house.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. So
All right.
just a little note before we end up.
No,
Okay.
the show's
No.
on. Fine, go ahead.
No, it's not. I have the control, dude. Yeah, so no. So Candace Owens and Baron Coleman, they talking about the Charlie Kirk stuff. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to get into all that crap. But they've gotten into some very, 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 very interesting, very corrupt information that they're showing. That's actual information, right?
That was a
So
lot of
Baron Coleman is doing his show live, right? And he gets a warning in his chat. He's like, "Whoa, hey, dude, there's spy planes flying over your area right now." And they had a picture of it. And Baron Coleman and Candace Owens live in the same area in Tennessee, right? So there was this plane just circling above them, a spy plane. So this guy, Baron Coleman, even during his podcast, he's like, "Oh, I just got some disturbing information, some concerning information, blah, blah, blah." And he kind of blew it off. Well, this guy gets on later at night to talk more about it. And so he starts talking about these spy planes, and his feed got cut. No one knows how. No one knows who did it. But his podcast just got shut down.
Yeah, he's probably got Spectrum.
Yeah, okay, that's it. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to go. And we'll
Okay.
be back Tuesday.
Happy Friday. Bye.
Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. See ya.